Hey Fae folk, welcome and welcome back to another Monster High unboxing. Today we're taking a look at the Fearbook Twyla doll, who I am super excited about. Ever since I saw stock photos for this doll, I think like my initial impression, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I looked again and something just clicked in my head. Like I immediately was just like, this doll is so pretty and so beautiful and I want her immediately. Of course, that was a little bit ago, but she's finally here. She's finally in my hands. This is a doll that I ranked very highly in my top 10 G3 dolls video, even though I had never even seen her in person at that point, and now getting to see her in person, I'm like, I know I'm supposed to flip it so you guys can see it, but I kind of just want to look at her. Like, she's just such a cutie patootie. I do think that it helps that, like, I already was excited for this doll, but then after watching the G3 show, I just feel so connected to Twyla. I love her character so much. So that's definitely making me even more excited about her and about her being in this line. So this is what she looks like in the box. She is part of the Ghoulish Gamers Club. So the Fearbook line, all of the characters in it are in like different clubs. And then on the back here, we've got some art of Twyla as well as some of the other characters that come in the line. And there is also like a teensy weensy blurb. Like Gen 1 Monster High dolls used to have a ton of information on the back of their boxes, at least like the core dolls did. So I do think this is cute that there's like a little bit of that. So it says, after Ghoul activity, Game Master Spotlight. And then it says, why did you join the Ghoulish Gamers Club? And Twyla responds, playing board games with my booze is a scream come true. So we've got the puns, got the information. That's all very cute. And then it looks like it is in Spanish, English, French. I don't know about the last one. I'm not always the best at recognizing like languages on site, but it is in a few different languages on the back, which is super, super cute. So yeah, that is Twyla in box. Let me grab my rubric so I can kind of give you the score that I gave her. So for emotion, I gave her a 4. I have been very eagerly anticipating this doll. Need to customize. I did give her a 4 just in case. I'm kind of waffling between leaving her as is and maybe giving her a slightly different hairstyle. Not 100% sure, so like just to err on the side of caution, I did kind of lower my ranking there. For quality, I did give her a 5 just because for the level of quality that I personally anticipate, I feel like she's good quality. Number of pieces I like, she got a 4, and uniqueness, I gave her a 3. I want to give her like a higher ranking, but I do feel like while I think that the design is unique enough, it's not like groundbreaking or anything like that, if that makes sense. I think, hold on, I have to re-add this. I'm not sure I did my math right. I think that's 22, but now I'm doing math on camera on the spot, so I'm like freaking myself out. I'll put the actual numbers up here. Like you'll be looking at the picture. You'll know what it actually was. I'm just sitting here not able to add because I feel like I'm being watched. That's unimportant though. Anyway, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and unbox Twyla off camera right quick, and we will go ahead and turn around and take a look at all of her accessories and her details and hopefully her really nice quality. But yeah, I will go ahead and do that, and I will be right back with y'all. So just give me one moment. Alrighty, y'all, Twyla is all unboxed. We are ready to take a little look at her. Couple of things first, though. I probably should have said this in the intro, but y'all know I'm not good at getting everything I need to get into the intro. I have been having trouble with my microphone lately. Don't really know why. I'm just, you know, always plagued by some technological issue. And yeah, so I'm not 100% sure how the audio is going to turn out here. I'll do my best in post, even if it doesn't record super well, to like make it good. But just apologies in advance if that's a little bit iffy. And then second of all, I did dye my hair recently. You might have noticed in the thumbnail, oh my God, in the intro of the video. I'm not really sure how like obvious it's going to be on camera or how much you were able to see how my neck is blue, but my fingernails are also blue. I promise I've washed my hands like so many times post dyeing my hair. It's just, they stained. So I am sorry if that's like distracting or a little bit gross or anything during the course of this review. I just literally can't do anything about it because even if I painted my nails, like the underside is also blue. So that's just kind of what we're working with for now. Anyway, though, now we can get into it. Of course, we are starting out with Twyla's accessories. So let's jump in with her copy of the Fearbook. This is like a pretty solid like cardboard kind of piece, so not really worried about this getting damaged or anything, which is super, super nice to see. So it says Fearbook, and then Twyla's got her name on here. The back is just the Monster High logo. It says Creeperific Monster High. I think that's funny. And then inside here we've got like a faux layout of a Fearbook page. So we have Twyla's page for herself where she's just like highlighted there. She's got some stickers and stuff. And then there is the Board Games Club over here, which is super cute because you can see the other people who are in the board games club. So we see that Ghoulia's part and Laguna is too. And I just like love that little inclusion. I think that's a really cute added detail to have these kind of like candid looking shots. I mean, obviously I understand it's not real. It's not like actually candid, but y'all know what I mean. These candid style shots and showing who else is involved. I think that's super, super cute. So very fun accessory. It feels very like world buildy. And then because she is in the games club, I'm like trying to figure out what I want to start with. So they're playing, essentially, it comes with like a D&D parody, I guess is the best way to put it. So this is the base of the board that they have. It's got like a little gate here, some like brick detailing on the side, and you can see there's like squares. So if you've ever played D&D, you know that these squares are very important for knowing how far you can like travel and everything. So I love that they did include the grid on there. And then the second piece that I'm holding is this piece here. So it's interesting because this is like a very hard plastic. This is super squishy though, like very, very malleable. It looks like the like shoot, I'm losing the word, playset. The high school playset that recently dropped for Monster High. It kind of gives me similar vibes. Like there's even a little skullette here. So I do think that's kind of funny and cute to think that they're playing like a D&D style game set in their own like school. I don't know. It's just funny to me. As you can see, there are 2 holes here, and this does just like pop right on in there. It is secure. Like, I mean, I'm shaken and it's not coming off. So I do like that. I love that it comes separately though, because that way you can like pretend they're doing something else if you wanted to. But also I love that they're 2 different materials. This is like super squishy, like I said, which is great because in the box, the only thing I was slightly worried about was the fact that it was kind of like bent a little bit, not fully off. I like knocked it off, but it was bent a little bit. And I was worried about the whole thing being damaged, but it's so squishy. So it's not like it's in perfectly fine condition, which is just awesome to see. That I'm assuming they did that on purpose and they thought about that. Even if it's just a happy accident, it's really nice to know to me that this isn't a piece that like you really have to worry about being damaged within the packaging, because this is so squishy that even if it ends up being popped in there kind of weird, it would have to be like literally folded in half for it to cause real damage, I think. So love the materials. Like that's such a small thing to be gushing about, but I do think it's very, very smart of them to do that. And then along with like the game board, we have a couple of game pieces that I'm trying to hold so you guys can see. So they're little dust bunnies, which is adorable and thematic for Twyla. And then you can like pop them onto the game board, of course. We'll like zoom in right quick so you can see. Look at them go. And then we also have a couple of dice here. So these are 13-sided dice, which I'm assuming is A, because like a 20-sided dice on the scale would be kind of more difficult to do. Not impossible, but like a little bit more difficult. And then also, sorry, I'm zoomed in, so I am losing where I am in frame. But also like 13, Monster High, like it's considered an unlucky number. It is very thematic, and I do think that's fun. So you can also like roll those in the game board and everything. I just think that is absolutely adorable. Like, it is super adorable. However, quick editing note, they're actually 14-sided die. No idea what's up with that. As someone who has played D&D, I do just think that's like a super cute thing to do. I just think it's like really adorable how in-depth they went with all of the pieces for the little D&D setup. And we're still not done because we have a little character sheet. Now where was the other thing that had this? Where am I? Oh, I haven't gotten to it yet. Sorry. So there is a little HH logo. I don't know what that stands for. I don't know if they cover that in the show or something, or like if it's just super obvious and I should know, but I don't. I don't know, but that's like, I guess the logo instead of D&D, because like obviously they didn't get the rights to D&D proper, or even if it's not actually D&D, any other tabletop game, like they didn't get the rights for, I'm assuming. So kind of little parody thing here, but it's so cute because we have got like stats and character information and like the character design and everything. This is so next level in terms of detail. Like, I'm super impressed. Again, maybe this is more so because I have played it and enjoyed D&D. So like, I'm connecting with this, but I just think this is really impressive that they thought to go this far. This piece is also cardboard, not printed on the back, and it is not as thick as this is, but it is still like decently thick, which is nice. So it's like a little bit less scary than something paper. It's got like a little bit more durability to it. It's absolutely adorable, but we're still not done. She has a lot of little baby pieces to her accessories. She also has this Boo Crisp cookies box, which is adorable. This is cardboard and it is like folded into the box, and you can actually open it up, which like that's just such a good detail. It does make me slightly nervous because I feel like this could get crushed in the box if it's like handled improperly. So if you are buying these dolls in stores, maybe do consider like looking at this and trying to see and make sure this isn't crushed. But it's an adorable, adorable addition in there, and the box is printed like all over. I mean, this looks dead ass like a real like food container. I love this. And then to top it all off, we have a plate of cookies. So it's like they're eating right out of it's so cute. I just love this. I think that's really adorable. I feel like obviously this is a very thematic line. Like the whole point is to show off the clubs that the dolls are in. But at least with this doll, I can't necessarily speak for the others, but at least with Twyla, I feel like the team really, really went in and like tried to make it as thematic as possible and like as detailed as possible. And I really love it. The last accessory that she has is her jacket here. So we've got like a pretty stiff material on the sleeves, sort of satiny, but I love the little like tendrils across it. I just think that's a really pretty like smoky type of print. That's where the HH again is. That's what I was thinking of. And there's got some dice up there above the logo. So that's very cute. I don't know if I would want to have her wear it because I don't know if I feel like it matches her outfit. But I do think it's like a cute inclusion that she would have a little jacket for her club. The like chest piece of the jacket is like an odd material. It's almost microfiber, like not quite, but it is almost there. So I do feel like for some people, this might not be good in a sensory sense. Me personally, I don't have a problem with it. It's across the whole back too. It doesn't bother me, but I know for a lot of people, this type of material is something that they do not like to touch. So very important to mention, I feel like that maybe this jacket is not like going to be the best tactile experience. So definitely bear that in mind if you are someone who is sensitive to textures like that. But that means that we get to Twyla. We get to actually talk about our girl. She's so pretty. I love her makeup. It's like, it's very interesting to me because it's so separated. Like you can very clearly see the stripes of pink and purple and blue. And I feel like normally an eye look like this would be somewhat blended, but hers is not. And it's honestly really working for me. Like it just feels very unique and very fun. I feel like I got lucky because I did get her online and I feel like I've got a really solid face here. The purple on her lips is so good. Like she's just such a pretty doll. Like I just love her so much. Her hair is that kind of minty green with the purple mixed in. And if we take a look at the rooting, that is definitely solid. Good stuff. We love to see it, especially like with her little half up, like she's got half up pigtails. So it's nice to see that there's enough down in the back and like they accounted for that. So it's got good rooting. A little bit box hairish. She definitely needs a wash, at least for me to feel comfortable having her in my collection. But like, I feel confident that this is going to be nice at the end of the day here. She's got these super cute little spiderweb hair clips, or not spiderweb, they're like actual spiders with webs on the back. There, that might be a little bit better of an angle for you to see what I'm talking about. It's so cute, and they are proper clips. Like you can see there's a base here. So they do clip on and clip off, and you could take them off entirely, or you could move them and put them somewhere else in her hair, which we love. We love to see actual like functioning hair clips and a little bit of versatility there. She's got these purple door knocker earrings. I feel like the door knocker earrings from far away kind of look like soda can tabs to me. But they're door knockers for sure. And it doesn't bother me. I just thought it was like kind of a funny tidbit. I do want to just like highlight her accessories real quick because the dress is kind of like the main event, right? She's got this little hourglass bracelet here. It is like meant to look like two bracelets, but it's just one molded together. Nice, cute little charm on there. But then the dress itself, like this is so cute. It's definitely not my style. It's not something I would wear. Like it's a little bit more, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not like versed well enough in fashion to know the right word, but it's like a little bit more cutesy, a little bit more frilly than I would typically go for. But for Twyla, like the whole look and the whole vibe is just absolutely top tier. And it does feel quite nice. Like it's not a thick fabric, but it does feel pretty soft to me. And there are a few different fabrics on here. We've got like the bow is a proper like ribbon bow. And then we've got a layer of white ruffle, a layer of like the sheer ruffle. The main print is kind of swirls and little spiders, which I really, really love. I think this is a super cute way to do a thematic print for Monster High, especially with like their G1 collector dolls. I feel like they have been doing a weird amount of like gross prints and just aggressive prints, like very kitschy prints. This I feel like is so much better because it's got the like smoky tendril situation. It's got the spiders. Like it has some of Twyla's motifs in there, but it isn't overwhelming and it doesn't look kiddish to me. Like this feels very intentional. And I feel like an adult could wear this and like someone wouldn't bat an eye. I just really, really appreciate the print. I think it's very pretty. It gets the point across without making it feel like silly or childish to me. And then we do have the 2 ruffles sewn on at the bottom. So it's like, it's just a dress, but I feel like it's such a nicely constructed dress and it's got so much detail to it. And my ruffle is like kind of curling under here. It's not terrible, but I don't really feel any loose threads or see any loose threads or anything like that. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. It's such a nice little garment. However, we do have a slight issue that you're about to see maybe. Maybe not. Let me straighten her up. Okay, now she's not going to do it. Her legs are a little bit loose, like the knee joints. It's not bad. She can still hold a pose. Like it's not impossibly loose, but they do just feel noticeably looser than my other G3 dolls. Like I don't think I have a single other G3 doll that feels like this. So sadly, that's like not really something you can check for. Like if you're shopping in store, you can look and see that the face is not wonky, or you can look and see that the box is not crushed. But with the legs, like I had her standing straight up and now she's fallen. She's like this now. The legs are something that you won't really know until you open it. So hopefully this is just a me issue. I just kind of got a bad one and it's not a super prevalent issue. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have this doll, if you also have this problem. It seems like they're very much like rotating to the side, like they have a tendency to go sideways. And again, it's not terrible. Like she can, like I said, hold a pose. Like we've got options, we're chill. But I did feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. So just kind of be aware that is a potential problem that you could have if you get this doll. But on a happier note, let's move on down to her shoes, which are just so good. I love these shoes. They're so like chunky. Like the platform is so thick on them. They're so heavy and weighty. And I love a shoe like that. Like I love me some stompers, right? I just think the weight of them and like the size of them is really good stylistically. Like if I stand her out here, I feel like it balances out her design very, very well because she's got kind of the poof in the skirt. Once I do the hair, it's going to be a little bit more voluminous. So I love that she also has the big shoes and makes it feel really balanced. There's so much sculpted detail on here with different swirls and dots and like fringe there. The shape too of the whole shoe, like the kind of absent heel. She's got like a floating heel situation going on. Very, very cute to me. I just really do like it. And also it feels a little bit thematic because she's like a boogie creature. Like she kind of lives in the shadows. So like the concept of her not needing a heel, like a stable heel to walk on, feels like it's something that makes sense for her. And then we do have the purple bows as detail on both of the sides there. The bow does feel like it's like a separate piece of plastic that was like inserted. I can't take them off, like they're not removable, but it doesn't feel like it's painted. It feels like it's literally a separate piece that got put on. So that is a good thing in the sense that that kind of eliminates an issue or vastly decreases an issue of the paint being off because it's like a completely separate piece. So that is quite helpful in my opinion. And I do just think it's really cute. Like the little pop of purple, I feel like it's just enough for the shoes to feel like they're a bit more detailed because otherwise it would be like quite a bit of that mint green and kind of just overwhelming. But I feel like that little hint is just enough added detail. I don't know. She's super cute. She's also got, oh my God, that's too cute. Okay, so she's got smoke on her arms, right? And then on her legs. But on this leg, it's actually like a little bit more detailed than just smoke. So there's a spider web mixed in up here. And then on her foot, right where you can see it because of how the shoe cuts, there's a dice. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice that detail until literally just now. That's adorable. Wow, what a great doll. Like, I'm truly just so amazed. Obviously, my least favorite thing is for sure the fact that she has somewhat loose joints. Again, I do want to say, like, it's not something that for me personally is deal breaker. Like, it's not loose enough to be a problem. It's just something that I want to note for you guys. So that's definitely my least favorite thing. My favorite things, though, are kind of everything else. I love her dress. I think it's a really, really pretty outfit. And I also just, my top thing has to be the theming. Like they really, truly nailed the theming for this doll. I feel like everything ties in, everything feels cohesive and complete, and everything makes sense. Like I'm staring at the Rainbow High Marina doll from the Sparkle and Shine line. And while I think she's a really beautiful doll, I didn't think her accessories really made sense for her. This is like the absolute antithesis of this, where every single accessory feels like it's logical for Twyla and feels like it's logical for like the setting that this is supposed to be in for like the game club. It all makes sense. It all feels so detailed and so well thought out. And I just genuinely love it, which is crazy because if y'all have watched me before, y'all know I'm not an accessories person. Like, this is not the stuff that typically gets me, but I genuinely think it's so impressive this time around that even me, as someone who kind of is just like whatever about the accessories, really likes them. And that says something for sure. So this has been definitely a great review for me. I hope it has been fun and also like helpful and informative for you guys. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this doll in the comments. And like I said before, let me know if you have her, if you also have a knee problem, just because, I mean, obviously I have a sample size of 1, so that's not super helpful. So it would be great to know if other people have had this issue and it's something that we should like let others know to look out for. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Definitely a fun one. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or your night, whatever it might be, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye guys.